I feel like the grips are the one on the set that make the magic happen.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Period. You know.
Like you have your start and your end. You're like, I don't know how to get there. You're like, grip.
Yeah. You know, we'll get it done. We'll get it done. I don't like freaking out. I don't like losing my cool. I don't like anybody to lose their cool. Again, you know, there's so many of us on set that there's no problem that can't be solved or fixed. You know what I mean? And you know, certain situations, certain times, people are like freaking out. And it's like, chill, just chill. We got this, you know? And it could be like the easiest fucking solution, you know? And then when it happens though, like when it really, like the first time I did a movie, it was like a personal challenge. Like, you know, because I never really did I don't really like long-term projects. I like my 2, 3, 4 days, maybe a week done. You know, 2, 3 days done, week done. You know what I mean? So like once every year or 2 years, I might say yes to a movie, an indie film or whatever. And he asked me to do this movie, and I was like, bet I'll do it. And that, you know, that's also the thing too. Like for some reason, apparently there's like some type of picture of what a grip is supposed to look like.
Oh, I see.
Oh shit, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like this image of what a grip is supposed to look like. So when I come into over the years, there's been a few shoots that I've come on set for pre-pro or whatever, and some people are just like, "Can we help you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm with the production," you know. And it's like, "Oh, you know," and the world we live in. Not everybody, but there are some people that just have perceptions and just think a certain way, you know. And I've walked on certain sets, and they're like, can we help you? I'm like, yeah, I'm with the production. I don't say who I am or what I'm doing. I'm with the production. They're like, oh, all right, well, tables and chairs and coolers over there. And I'm like, who? Me? So no, that's not what I do. Well, what's your name? Oh, I'm Rob Smith. And you see him scanning the call sheet, and their eyes get big. Key grip. Oh, so sorry. So sorry, you know. And then, you know, when I start talking to people, I can see certain people like side-eyeing me, looking me up and down, and just trying to figure out, like, you know. And, you know, but then when I do my shit at the end of the day, they're like, oh, you're fucking great. This is great. You want to smoke some weed with us later? You want to have some drinks? This is great. You know? So I get a kick out of those things, you know. And this particular job.
You're wearing the name tag. You'd think
I didn't have this yet, though. I didn't have this yet, you know. But this one particular job, he asked me to do it, and I was like, bet, no problem, you know. And I came to the and it was funny because this happened at the pre-pro and shit. I came to the pre-pro, and I was like 5 minutes late. Don't y'all start your shit. I'm late sometimes. But I came late to the pre-pro, and it was on like ground floor. This office or whatever was like ground floor, and it was like the back of like a button shop or some shit. And I stopped at the front desk, even though there was nobody there. I stopped at the front desk, and everybody was to my right. Like the whole crew was sitting at my right, to like at a long table. And I turned and looked, and the executive producer who was sitting at the head of the table was like, "Oh, you can leave the packages there." And I was like, "Oh,
wow,
oh, that's how we do it." You know, and then the DP turns around and was like, and the art director, oh, Smitty, come on over. And I know whoever was sitting at the other end of the table, because I couldn't see him, I know they was looking at the head of the table like, oh, you fucked up. You totally fucked up, you know? So we did the whole pre-pro, and you know, then we went to the scout, and while we're at the scout, like this executive producer dude, like every time I turned around, I could just see him like side-eye and just scoping and just watching me and looking and shit, you know, again, because it's like this perception of what a grip should look like or whatever. You know, I'm not wearing Solomons. It's not going to happen. Sorry. I'm not wearing Merrells. It's not going to happen. Sorry. You know, I'm not wearing cargos or Paragon vests. It's not going to happen, you know. I think we're like a new generation of, you know, black grips that are just, you know, different in certain ways. And, you know, some people just don't expect it when we're on set. And, you know, we did the whole pre-pro and everything, got everything going. And again, like I could see this guy like checking me out like the whole time, just like looking at me like, you know, is he capable? Like, you know, who, you know, but the DP was like, no, he's solid. That's my guy. You know what I mean? The art director was like, I'm working with him for years. You know, and we got to one particular location within like maybe the second, third day of shooting. Karan Gammon, he's a union grip. He was my best boy at the time before he went union. And it was just me and him. And we was like in a 4-story building at best. And the DP, like, it was right before lunch. The whole shot was set. And I asked the DP, I was like, you good? You comfortable? He was like, I like it. But he was like, it would be so much better if we had a budget and we could get a light out the window to, like, you know, brighten this thing up, like sunlight, whatever. And I was like, I feel you, you know? And then they called lunch. I already knew what I was doing. You know what I mean? So I called Karan on the walkie, and I was like, you know, grab a plate. I need to do something. I just need to knock this out. I just need to just set the tone. And he was like, whatever you need, you know? So we grabbed our food. We went upstairs, figured it out real quick. I didn't even figure it out. I knew what I needed. Went down to the truck, got everything we needed. Did it. When they came back from lunch, there was a light coming through that window, blasting in. DP was like, holy shit, this fucking... you know, and I had it worked with ropes. I could get the angle. Holy shit. Everybody was going upstairs taking pictures of the rig and shit and looking at it like, oh shit. And that producer dude went up there and looked at it and he never looked at me weird or sideways again for the rest of the shoot. You know what I mean? And at the end of the shoot, like it was the first time I ever got a fucking standing ovation. And when we called rap, you know what I mean? And I was like, this feels kind of good. I kind of like this, you know, but not enough to do it again.
Yeah, I was going to ask, do you feel that pressure, like being a person of color, do you feel that pressure that you have to go above and beyond? Or like at this point, your reputation speaks for itself?
No, I still do.
Yeah.
I still do.
And that's just as a fuck you almost?
Always. No, not a fuck you. I take it as a challenge. To myself, I take it as a challenge. I always think it's dope. I find it, it's fun. Period. It's fun. It's challenging. And if I can help get that shot,
right,
it's fucking great.
Well, yeah, I guess that I mean, obviously, like the goal is to get what they want done. Yeah. But I mean, it seems like you almost did that to prove that, to get that person off your back.
In that particular case,
yeah.
I did.
Okay.
Because that was like my first or second year of key gripping. Mm-hmm. At least like maybe my second or third year of key gripping. And again, I took it as a personal challenge to like do it. But over the years, every now and then, like I said, every now and then my name is Rob Smith. You know what I mean? So if somebody says, oh, call Rob Smith, that could be anybody.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's the most common name in America. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I used to work at Macy's when I was a kid. I had a problem with my fucking check. I went to Human Resources and was like, yeah, I got an issue. And they was like, what's your name? I was like, Rob Smith. And the lady was on the computer and she was just like, turned it around. It was like fucking 15 of us. Which one are you?
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? Yeah. If you go on Facebook and punch it, people look for me on Facebook.
Good luck.
Don't even look for Rob Smith.
Yeah.
That's my social media shit is All City Smitty. Look for All City Smitty. Mm-hmm. Rob Smith is like fucking 200 of us on Facebook. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, call Rob Smith. Rob Smith, he's a good guy. He works, and people call, they don't know who I am. They have no idea. Yeah. So they'll send me a text or email, right. And then when I show up, they're like,
yeah.
Every now and then somebody. Is this the guy?
Yeah.
It's fun for me. Honestly, it's fun. I get a kick out of it. Yeah. Like I said, I don't say immediately. Like, I went to production. I do it intentionally. That part I do intentionally. No, I'm with production, and I wait to see what they're gonna say. Some people are like some people, on occasions, few occasions. Oh no, tables, chairs, cooler, production, everything is over there. It's like, who, me?
Yeah.
That's not what I do. And they're like, what's your name? And I say my name, and like I said, they scan in the call sheet, and their eyes get big. Oh, I'm so sorry. So, your truck is over there. Oh, thank you. Cool. And I do what I do. I got to do what they ask me to do. If it's car rigs or whatever the fuck it is, if I do it, and I do it with intention. I do it with intention. I do it to, set the tone and precedent. Again, whatever the fucking picture or mold is, there isn't one. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I do.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like what you walk away with is knowing that like they'll remember you for your work.
Yeah.
They're not gonna remember you for you calling them out for making assumptions I'm never and all that shit.
I'm never a dick. I'm only a dick unless you're a dick to me. Mm-hmm. Period. You know what I'm saying? Again, I like, I don't get caught up in the hierarchy of things. I understand it, I respect it, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna let anybody disrespect me.
Yeah.
Period. It's just me. I'm not gonna let you do it. You know what I mean? And that makes the day go by so much easier when everybody's on the same page. Mm-hmm. Good energy, good vibes, it's flowing. That makes the day so much better. You know what I mean? So, and again, if the shit hits the fan, there's more than enough to figure it out.
Yeah. Totally.
There's more than enough. There's no need to be like, fuck you, get out of here. You're a piece of shit. There's no need for none of that. None of it. You know what I mean? So I like to keep it flowing. I like to keep it peaceful, and I like to figure the shit the fuck out and get it done. But again, the perceptions in certain cases, not a lot. When I was, younger doing it, yes. You know what I mean? But as time has gone on, not as many anymore. If somebody recommends me and the person doesn't know me when I do show up, I black man in America, I know when that tension or that feeling is there, And again, I don't react to it. I don't bug out off it. I'm like, I'm just gonna do my shit.
They'll learn why you were recommended.
Period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And for the most part, 9 times out of 10 at the end of the day, 10 times out of 10 at the end of the day, it's like, you're fucking great.
Right.
I like you. And then they follow me on Instagram, they shouting me out, and they calling me again, and we're working. Period. So I like knocking down those perceptions, those stereotypes, those walls, whatever it may be. It's fun. It's fun. I get a kick out of it. Period.